My 30 female GF of 2.5 years has told me 28 male that she wants to break up because wants to explore other relationships. I need help on how to process this and how to move forward. My GF, who I've been dating for 2.5 years, who I was planning on marrying, had recently asked for space and for a break. And in the past month this has turned into a full-on breakup. This was pretty shocking to me, as although both of our lives are very stressful and we had some shared trauma mainly from when her sister died by suicide and a civil lawsuit I'm currently in, we have to this point had a very loving relationship, madly in love, very rarely fought, etc. We had both talked about getting married, having kids, starting a life, etc. many times, and I was planning on proposing around October. We also lived together. She asked to move in with me after about 6 months of dating, after her sister died, and I agreed. She also has said in the past that she usually gets cagey in relationships at around this time of 2.5 years, due to trauma she has had in the past with abusive BFS. She started expressing that she wanted to take a break and needed space about 6 weeks ago, saying that she gave her phone number to a guy in the gym we both work out every day for the first time in our relationship. I told her that I do not believe in breaks and asked her that we try to work on our relationship for a bit, couples therapy, addressing issues. She would work on her trauma, etc. and revisit the break later. She agreed that we could try this. The dude she gave her number to at the gym said some not great things to her, so she deleted his number. Less than 2 weeks after we had this conversation, a little over a month ago at this point, around June 16th, I found out she gave her number to 2 other guys at the gym from a notification that came up on her computer when it was open. And since then her and one of the guys have been flirting non-stop, sending pics, not nudes, but cute pics. I confronted her about this, and her response was basically, well, I told you I needed space and you didn't listen to me. This caused a big fight between us, and she again said she needed a break. At this point I didn't really know what to do. I didn't understand why she wouldn't give us some time to work on our relationship like we had said a week before. While I don't mind giving her space, I do mind other men being involved with her while she takes this space. In the end, we agreed that we would take a break, but there would be some rules. She was to find another place to live and move out so she could get her space. I agreed that she could flirt with other guys and even go on dates, but no lying, no physical contact, no kissing, and especially no sex. Later in that same week, I found out that she has hung out with him twice, going for walks in the park, both lasting many hours. She lied about being with him, saying she was with one of her girlfriends instead. She promises that she is just flirting and hanging out. She reiterated that there no touching, no hooking up, no sex, etc., as these were the terms of our break. I believed her on this at the time, but I know what flirting and hanging out leads to. ESP with my GF, she really likes attention. After I found this out, and after she lied about it and stuck with the lie, even after I confronted her about it, which she later admitted to, I let her know that I cannot do this break as she was already lying to me. So how could I trust the other parts of the agreement? I told her that the other guy's part of it is a deal breaker, but I would give her some time to try to figure things out. Also complicating things at the time was that we had been having amazing sex all week. It's strange to me that we have great passionate sex, which she calls the best sex of her life, and then the next day she is okay with hanging out with some random dude she just met. Sex was an issue in our relationship as we had both gone through depressive phases, but the sex life had been improving for the past month. We probably had sex multiply 20 times in the span of 5 days that week. The next week of June 28th, I had to travel for work, so I was out of the house for the whole week. During this time, our relationship seemingly got better. She was talking to the guy less and said she missed me and wasn't sure if she was making the right choices breaking up. When I got back, we had great sex again and went on a small 3-day trip for the 4th of July weekend, which was nice and romantic. This was the last time we had sex together. She said she loved me and was confused, and during this time, stopped looking for a new place. On July 9th, I took a bike ride around the city and ran into her and the other guys hanging out in the park before her overpass work shift. I saw them kiss. I confronted my GF about it the next day, which caused a huge fight. At the end, we both agreed that she would not hang out with this guy again until after she was moved out. Fast forward to last week. The guy from the gym apparently called her and told her that he did want to be involved in this while she was still trying to decide what to do about her feelings about me and him. I was pretty happy to hear this news, as I thought it meant less temptation. She again said she wouldn't hang out with him until after she moved out of our apartment on Friday 7/16. She didn't come home from the gym for an extra few hours. I asked her about it when she got home, and she said she was with the guy getting coffee. I do believe that this is where she was, but she had no plans to see him again anytime soon. I'll let it go. She again said she loved me. The very next day on Saturday, I snooped through her text messages on her computer, which I feel bad about, but I had to get my suspicions confirmed because I knew I was being lied to and disrespected. I found out that she had made plans to hang out with him again at the same coffee shop for 2 hours before going to her girlfriend's place. Later in the night, before she came home from her friend's place, she was texting him about wanting to spend the night with him and possibly get a hotel. Obviously, when she got home that night there was a big blow up. I confronted her about it and she tried to lie, and then I told her I saw the messages. We got into the biggest argument I have ever had with a woman, and mean, disgusting things were said by the two of us. She does not seem to understand that even if we are broken up, she should still adhere to the agreements that we both agreed to out of respect for the relationship we once had. She said that yes, I agreed to not see him until after I was moved out, but that was last week and I changed my mind, as if that absolves her from lying to me about it many times. Finally, yesterday, she moved temporarily to her friend's house for the next 2 weeks. In August, she will be in Arizona for a month doing an away rotation for school, so I won't be seeing much of her until the end of August at the earliest. Since she left yesterday, she has been sending me a whole bunch of texts saying sorry for this and that, and other ones that told me that she misses me, that it was weird to sleep in a different place, cook for just herself, etc. She said that she still sees a future with us. I told her that it will never be the same if she sleeps with someone else. I don't see myself as the kind of guy that is going to be okay with her doing this and then coming back into my life. I mean, how can I trust that this won't happen again in the future when we are married and have kids? The trust might be broken forever, let alone the straight up disrespect she had for me and our relationship. Why couldn't she have just waited to start seeing this guy until after she was moved out? Which really sucks, because I truly love this woman with all my heart and don't want to lose her. Up until this point, she has been perfect. She is smart, we are both in med school, sexy as heck, most likely the most beautiful woman I'll ever be within my life, and we connect on another level compared to anything else I have experienced. Also, just to be clear, she is not the only prize in this relationship. I'm as well. I'm fit, handsome, have multiple degrees, in medical school, and currently hold public office, so it's not like I can't find someone else. I just don't want to because I thought this one was the one. I'm so hurt. I don't know how to move forward and don't know if I should even try to save this relationship or not once she gets her space. TL. Dr. GF pretty much left me for another man to explore other relationships then come back to me. I don't think I can do this and am looking for support on how to navigate this. That's a lot of words, for she has been giving me clear signs and words of what she wants. It's not what I want, but I will make her understand and go with what I want. It's over, man. She showed who she was. Breakups are hard. I was about your age when my GF of 5 years broke up with me. Turns out I had a ton of issues I needed to work on that I would have never done while with her, and it turned out so much better than I ever could have expected. Seek therapy and grow from this pain. The minute she said she was talking to other guys and said she needed a break was the minute you should have broken it off completely and done your own thing. If she came back, then she came back. but you basically begged her to keep trying to make it work and let her lie to you over and over so that she knew she could explore whatever she wanted with a fallback if it didn't work out. My advice is to completely cut bait and ignore her, even if she changes her mind. At this point you've been beyond disrespected and it's not worth living with. You should believe someone when they say they want to take a break. You should also believe her actions more than her words. It seems like you have a vision of how a relationship should go, and it seems like she doesn't share that vision. Why try so hard to keep holding on to your perfect future timeline? Why not just ease up and let her go? Why hold on to someone who doesn't want you to hold on to them? If she's really the one for you, maybe she will come back and maybe you can accept her. If not, just let life happen the way it happens rather than trying to control it. I think that's the best advice for how to process this and move forward. Good luck. I don't need to read all of this to know that you were really trying too hard to maintain your relationship when she was giving you an out. Clinging on and trying to make rules to follow during a break is really not going to work. And also naive. She's screaming that she wants to get with other guys. Period. And obviously she's going to do just that regardless if you guys are on a break or not. So, let her go right now. She needs to move out and get her own place as soon as possible and be on her way. You really need to let it happen. Not all relationships are like this, but you really can't try to hold on to someone so bad that they end up cheating on you anyway. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing for more videos.